trouble, and Louis is eager to leave, but Melanie stops him and asks to wait for the other two. Sadie and Jack are being chased by zombies, so they try to cross an empty room, where one zombie is still restrained. They believe it to be dead and walk in front of it, but the zombie wakes up and bites Sadie. This makes her decide to sacrifice herself as a distraction for Jack to escape. She gives him her USB stick before he runs away, and the zombies take her. Jack rejoins the others while the zombies chase him, so they hurry and cross a fence into a secured area, closing the doors behind them. When Melanie asks about Sadie, Jack's only answer is to give her the USB stick. With an hour left for the bombing to start, the four of them finally enter the resort building and choose to go into a dark room because it's the only door they can open. Inside, there is blood on the floor and railings, similar to a cattle run, which starts shaking when the presence of zombies comes near. The group runs through the railings and makes it to an oven room with piping hot walls and a fence at the end of it that Archer needs to force open. They leave the oven and enter a normal room, wondering what all this means when a zombie jumps off the ceiling and attacks Jack. Archer kills it, but it's too late. Jack has been bitten. Upset and crying, Melanie has to look away while Archer kills him too. They leave the room and walk into the infirmary surrounded by the Hope for You tents. They realize that the resort has been using the refugees to make more zombies, keeping them slow by aging them in the oven. There is suddenly movement behind a tent, and the little girl Melanie saw when she arrived shows herself, but she is now a zombie. Another horde appears in front of them, so they run back inside as the chase begins. Archer and Melanie keep the door closed with the weight of their bodies, but Louis escapes by climbing a chain that fell from the hole that dropped a zombie on them earlier. Melanie can't believe he's left them, and Archer tells her to follow him while he holds onto the door. She accepts after some hesitation. After climbing up, she looks through the hole and finds Archer telling her to make sure to get Sadie's data exposed before he opens the door and jumps into the fray. There are only 15 minutes left before the bombing. Melanie runs across many hallways, and after retrieving a gun from a body on the floor, makes it to one of the resort's many luxury rooms, which is filled with bodies and zombies. Louis suddenly shows up and closes a door behind them. Then he apologizes to Melanie for leaving her behind before showing her he is